As oil pipelines come online in the Permian basin, will the bottleneck depressing wellhead prices just move to Gulf Coast export terminals? No, according to a March 29th research note from Cohen Equity Research. Last year, the price of West Texas Intermediate crude at Midland, Texas, sagged well below that of WTI at Cushing, Oklahoma. But the discount has disappeared, the U.S. Energy Information Administration reported on March 26th. EIA cited recent additions to Permian takeaway capacity totaling 320,000 barrels a day. WTI Midland still sells at a discount to the Magellan East Houston marker, but the spread has narrowed to $7 a barrel. Congestion relief thus moves toward the Gulf Coast, awaiting incremental pipeline capacity downstream of Cushing. Then the question becomes export capacity. In their March 29th note, Cohen analysts Jason Gableman, Ben Varga, and Delia Safin say the U.S. has shipped as much as 3.5 million barrels a day of crude from the Gulf Coast for 1 week. Over the last 4 weeks, shipments have averaged 3.1 million barrels a day. At least 2.1 million barrels a day of Permian pipeline capacity will start between now and year-end 2020, the analysts say, allowing incremental new production in an additional 1 million barrels a day in 2021. Because U.S. refiners are near their collective ability to run light crude, they say, that production will need to be exported. The analyst modeled Gulf Coast export capacity port by port, incorporating construction plans and Clipper data shipment records. We estimate there is about 1 million barrels a day of available USGC shipping capacity presently, which should grow to 1.5 million barrels a day by year-end 2019, they say. That compares to an estimated 700,000 barrels a day demand for that capacity by year-end 29 and 900,000 barrels a day by mid-2020 ahead of new export facilities starting up. While the analysts expect no export bottleneck, they say there could be growing pains along the way. Not long ago, no one worried about U.S. capacity to export crude. That analysts must do so now reflects national interests served by an oil production renaissance. I'm Bob Tippie, editor of Oil and Gas Journal, and that's the editor's perspective, which appeared first in text at www.ogj.com on March 29, 2019. To comment, join the commentary channel at www.ogj.com/oil and gas community.